Hello, hope everyone's doing well. And today we're going with Extreme Challenge Mode for the month of September. This will be Helena, Incarnation of Virgo. She's a light armor boss, and she's a pretty easy boss. Just a couple gimmicks to worry about, but nothing too crazy. Now let's go over her skills. So her first skill, Threat Detection, every 20 seconds, decreases the ship's damage taken by 40% for 6 seconds, after which the following is determined. She decreases the damage she takes by 80% from whichever source of damage that inflicts the most damage. This will be cannons, so guns, torpedoes, or aircraft. And this will be during this 6 second period where she's taking 40% less damage. And then after this, she will take that 80% less damage from whatever source did the most. So you can bait her by having, like what I did was I had my Vanguard shooting at her and using torpedoes. That way she would say, okay, I'm going to take 80% damage less from cannons or torpedoes. And then my carriers could come in and just mob house with her. It was pretty easy. So something like that. I tried using battleships, but that didn't work out too well. So I would recommend doing what I just said with the carriers. And so this 80% damage reduction will last until the next time threat detection activates. And you can speed up this whole process. So instead of being 20 seconds, you can make it 16 seconds if a ship in your fleet has an SG radar equipped. So it'll be a bit faster. I played around with it. I couldn't find much benefit to using an SG radar for this. I didn't use Helena anyway, but it didn't seem to help and just made it run slower with the timing and kind of mess with stuff. So I'd recommend not having the SG radar if you're going to go with a fleet comp similar to mine. That was our first skill. Next up is Scanner Approach. After threat detection activates, increase the ship's accuracy and evasion by 40% for 10 seconds. So fairly dodgy, somewhat accurate, but I'm not too worried about the accuracy part because she doesn't do a whole lot of damage. The evasion's more of a threat to worry about, but when I go for my fleet, you can see it's handled very well. Alright, so here's my carrier fleet. Like I hinted at earlier, I tried using the battleship fleet, it just didn't seem to work out with the timing. And with the doing two sources of damage, I was having issues getting my torpedoes to actually do enough damage to trigger the effect for that. And I was using No Shiro and Shimikaze along with Aurora, and it still wasn't working all the time. So for convenience, I went with this because it's more simple. So I recommend using a carrier fleet. For the most part, just build it like you would for a normal boss fight. I think I'll have one or two changes from normal. But let's begin. So first up is Sirius. Now, Sirius is here because she can buff the aviation and accuracy of our carriers against light cruisers. So it's right there. That's nice doing that evasion buff. As for gear, I have mag torps on her, so they actually hit. And then I have Boffer Stag for extra bit of hit, so she can actually hit the enemies. And as for Abugon here, it's nice to have so you don't, since you're not running a tank, Helena doesn't do too much damage, but do not run directly into everything. You will still take damage. And then run augment gears on everyone so they have nice slash attacks. Aurora is the key to this. Light of Dawn, while she's afloat, increase the evasion rate of all enemy DDs and light cruisers. At max level, it will be 20%. Mine is at 15 or 14.4. I think when I did it, it was at like level 3, so it was even lower. But yeah, Aurora, very good. Hopefully you're able to get her, but same gear layout as Sirius, basically exactly the same, just some stuff's a little weaker. And Kazugumo, very good. Air raid assistance, extra damage dealt, can heal the carriers, but not too worried about the healing factor. And she's got a pretty good torpedo stat. And her skill, Gales and Thunder, buffs the torpedo even more and reload. Whenever her all-out assault activates, decreases the loading time of her next set of torpedoes by 3%, or by 3 seconds, not 3%, sorry. As you can see, I have this destroyer gun on her, which is very fast, but it's very poopy for damage. Good news. Kazugumo's firepower stat sucks. So yeah, it's good to run this one on her. So like her, Ayanami, Shimikaze, all like this gun. I have these on her, just obviously not going to be the most damage, but I'd like some of them to hit. And then extra hit stat. And I have the cosmic kicks for the extra speed and evasion. So next up, we have Shinano. Basically how you usually run her. Make sure to have steam catapults as all your aux gears. And then hunting bow, I have this for the extra stats it gives, not for the effect, because there's no planes. And then if you're going to run torpedo bombers, if you have a slower, run the Ryusei. If you do not, then you can run the prototype Seonkai. Get a little more damage per torpedo, but you get less torpedoes. Now for dive bombers, I have the Tenrai, very good. You can also run this guy. It's pretty good spread. Or just go with the old reliable Helldiver. Pretty good. Yeah, Tenderize the best. Really good stats, and it's got the armor break effect. And I also have this on her from the Yorktown 2 event. Got the rockets for dealing with light armor. You can see really good stats. I tried running a bunch of like the special rocket planes against her and against Helena, and it was not going too well. It was just really slow. You can also run those, like these bad boys. Just be aware it's not the same modifier as the other rocket plane. It's really good. But you also run double dive bomber or double torpedo bomber and get similar results. Not exactly the same. And Implacable, she's here to be a slower, and she has the F6F Hellcat. This is from the Yorktown 2 event. I unfortunately only grabbed one copy because I was not farming too much. I wasn't really playing too much at that point in time. But this is a very good plane for dealing with light armor. Got those 6 rockets to 110 damage and really good modifier, so really good. And then double torpedo bomber, just for extra damage. She got her slow, nice. Then Haku is damage. So hopefully at some point we will get a slower that is Sakura Empire. That's really good. So Shinano can actually buff them even more. So extra aviation accuracy by 50%. Haku gets that. Implacable does not, which is unfortunate. So that is the fleet. So using the fleet, I would watch and pay attention when Helena's skills activate. So when the first part of the threat detection skill activates, either dump torpedoes or just make sure your shots are hitting Helena. That way it tricks her to either using damage reduction cannons or damage reduction torpedoes, and then have your carriers just unleash hell, and you'll be good. So yeah, that was the fleet. Hope this was helpful. And after this, we will do the boss fight itself. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
立てつくとはどんな輩か見させてもらう。いけいけ、お宝は早い者勝ちだからね。これは避けられる。定めが見える。鬼神の力味わうがいい。まとめてぶっ飛ばせ。私を止めれんば的な定めがここは通さないよ。これは避けられる。これは避けられる。神の力味わうがいい。これは避けられる。まとめてぶっ飛ばせ。これは避けられる。私を止めれんば的なこれは避けられる。見える。味わうがいい。まとめて。私を止める。定めが見える。神の力味わうがいい。神の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。私を止めれんば的な定めが見える。神の力味わうがいい。私を止めれんば的な定めが見える。定めが見える。神の力味わうがいい。 私を止められる定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが私を止められる。真の力味わうがいい。私を止められる。定めが見える。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。私を止める。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。私を止められる。定めが見える。ご主人様のレイドはやらせとします。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。定めが私を止める。見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが私を止める。私を止められる。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。私を止められる。真の力味わうがいい。定めが私を止める。見える。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。私を止められる。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。私を止められる。見える。定めが見える。真の力味わうがいい。定 私を止められない。私の力はこれほど。